I've been learning. I've been reading books. I've been trying to invest in myself. So I try to read and try to understand the principles of learning. Although we were taught in school like 2 years ago, the principles of learning or 3 years ago. So I just remember them that I'm almost forgetting all those principles. So I'm going to like be reading them out and be explaining it. So yeah, let's go. So number one, learning is an experience which occurs inside the learner and is activated by the learner. Learning happens when the learner actively engages with the content. The teacher can guide and facilitate, but the student must take responsibilities for learning. Actually, what this is actually trying to say is that you actually have to be willing to learn, okay, before you can actually learn, okay. So the teacher can also like guide you to some things, okay, teach you some things and that, but you have to have that will, you have to have that drive for you to learn. So that's just rule number one, okay. Number two, learning is the discovery of the personal meaning and relevance of ideas. Explanation: learning is most effective when the learner sees how the ideas relate to their own life and interest, making the knowledge personally significant. Okay, like I think what this one is trying to say is that it's the discovery of the personal meaning and relevance. Like you have to, like when you want to learn, you actually look for the relevance of the idea. You actually look for the relevance of what you're actually learning. Okay, so I think what it's trying to say is that when you discover the relevance, learning is going to take place. Okay, once you discover the relevance of what you're actually learning is going to take place. Then number three, learning is a consequence of experience. Okay, learners gain knowledge through experiences, especially hands-on activities and real-world applications that allows them to apply concepts in practical situations. Yes, this one is, this is rule number three or principle number three. Okay, like you have to learn through experience. Okay, you should learn through experience. Okay, learning doesn't just take place when you just read and just apply theoretical knowledge and just say you actually learn, or just say you learn has already taken place. No, you have to learn through what experience. Okay, when you are learning and you are actually putting in the practice, you are putting in the practical, learning is going to take place. Then that takes us to number four. Learning is a cooperative and collaborative process. Okay, learning improves when students work together, exchange ideas, and collaborate with both their peers and teachers. So it's a collaborative and cooperative process. Of course, okay, sometimes the best way to learn, okay, is to learn with your peers, is to learn with your friends, okay, is to learn with the people you like call groups, okay, that you're actually like in the same categories, okay. So when you learn with them, when you collaborate, when you come together, you bring different kinds of ideas, you bring different kinds of things, okay. So when you collaborate and you cooperate with each other, learning is going to take place. That's why they used to say like unity is strength. Yeah, this is going to have a part too. Yeah. So number five, principle number five, learning is an evolutionary process. Okay, learning develops over time as the learner acquires new knowledge and skills. It builds progressively on previous knowledge. Let me repeat it. Learning develops over time as the learner acquires new knowledge and skills. It builds progressively on previous knowledge. Like as you are learning, it is like you are evolving. You understand? So whenever you are learning, it's just as if like you are evolving, like evolution is taking place in you. Okay? So when you are learning, when you are being consistent with learning, it adds up to what you have been learning for, and it's adding up together. You get to realize that you're actually learning, and learning is actually taking place. Why am I doing this? I've been learning a lot of things. I've been trying to learn how to learn. You understand? So that's why I'm actually going back to all those principles and trying to like apply them and and understand the facts about learning. So now rule number 6. Learning is sometimes a painful process. God, that one hits me actually. It hits me hard. Learning is sometimes a painful process. Not all learning is easy. Sometimes it involves making mistakes, facing challenges, or experiencing failure before gaining understanding. It is a painful process. Very painful. Not sometimes. Yeah, they should put it as a very painful process. It is very painful. Right now, I have to give up my old habits. I have to stop scrolling don't scroll on TikTok, watching YouTube, watching movies. I have to just be consistent. I have to be focused. I have to dedicate myself. I have to, try to just figure things out, reading and stuff like that. So it's actually painful. Okay, I enjoy all those things I used to do. I used to watch movies, cartoons, fantasies, and scrolling on TikTok. I enjoy all those things. Now I have to give them up because I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to invest in myself, and it's very very painful. It is not sometimes a painful process. Learning is always a painful process. And if you want to learn, please understand that it's a painful process. Okay? Now, I don't know this. I've forgotten what I was saying actually, but for you to actually become that value, that something that is worth a lot of things, but for you to become that great, that amazing person that you want to be, that best version of you, you have to understand that things that you are trying to learn, things that you are trying to put into your life right now, some of them are going to be very very painful, and you have to sacrifice what you want now, or you have to sacrifice who you are now for who you want to become tomorrow. So there's going to be part 2 of this learning everything. So until next time.